It was truly an historic day in New Jersey today as Governor John S. Corzine approves a measure to roll back capital punishment in the Garden State.
I'm the first in America to do away completely with the death penalty.
State to end executions with legislation since the U.S. Supreme Court declared them constitutional again in 1976.
When it comes to executing its death row convicts, New Jersey has failed miserably.
Moscow Wayne, welcome to Radio Times. This morning, New Jersey Governor John Corzine is going to sign into law a bill passed by the legislature that ends the death penalty in the state.
I'm absolutely thrilled on today, an historic day here in New Jersey, as our governor has just signed a bill to outlaw death penalty and replace it with life in prison without parole. And it may seem like a small symbolic gesture, but it's a new path towards civility, and I'm just thrilled. And for those of us here in New Jersey who have been sort of working very hard as advocates in this movement, it's a little bit bittersweet that I wasn't around in Trenton today in my usual role covering the State House affairs for my blog, but I have a very good reason for why I wasn't able to make it, which will reveal itself. Here's a hint. I'm at the airport. Alright, I've arrived, and I thought about giving y'all another hint about where I'm at, but I decided probably not. I'm going to wait until dusk. If y'all haven't guessed, I'm in Rome, ground zero for the global movement to turn back capital punishment. Since 2000, the Italian government lights up the Roman Colosseum whenever a death sentence is overturned anywhere in the world. So the golden light bathing the arena today, that's for us in New Jersey. That's for us. Alright, so here I am at the Colosseum, and I'm looking out, and it's iconic and magnificent, and it's actually taking my breath away a little bit, which I am not going to get all Oprah on you guys. Because this is not a misty moment. This is an absolutely ecstatic moment for civility, for New Jersey, for the liberal community, for the liberal blogosphere, for the death penalty abolition moment. It is an amazing victory. I don't know. I don't know if there are words. But suffice it to say that bearing witness to this for everybody who couldn't be here today is a real privilege. And there was only 100,000 frequent flyer miles to do it. And I think I'm going to take a moment to to make a souvenir for Senator Ray Lesniak, who sponsored this bill in the New Jersey Assembly. I'll do another one for Kip Bateman and Wilfredo Caraballo, who sponsored a similar bill in the Assembly. I will take one more souvenir. And that was for Kurt Bloodsworth, who is a hero of mine, and he proved to me why, beyond any shadow of a doubt, when we employ methods like the death penalty, we kill innocent people. And for those of y'all who don't know, Kurt Bloodsworth was the very first American ever to be exonerated from death row with DNA evidence, and you know, these are the people that you think of when you realize all that's gone into this moment. And I'm gonna cringe when I watch this later, but for posterity's sake, at least it's in the books. And I'll be back to Jersey soon, and I can't wait. Now, I must say, when I've been to Europe the last couple of times. Basically, the first thing on everybody's mind has been, what's going on with that president of yours? What's going on with the war? And that's not really what I've been getting this time. Basically, it's been an unbelievable sensation. The first time being a Jersey boy has ever been so much cultural capital, because this is something that people care about and the rest of the world. Morning, Wednesday morning, and I just had a chance to review everything that I've shot so far. And other than my extremely cheesy emotional outburst last night, I think it's pretty accurate. And I do recall making a gesture to take a souvenir for the primary sponsors of the death penalty repeal in the New Jersey Assembly, and I did that. But I also made some very snarky remark about getting Jerry Cardinal a souvenir from Rome as well, which I'm literally working on as we speak. Yeah. Actually, I think I'll wait till I get back to New Jersey to make him a proper one. Now, I was wondering how the Colosseum might look not bathed in gold, but I never got a chance to find out. For while I slept, the United Nations voted on a non-binding death penalty moratorium. Nearly 2/3 of the nation states voted to take death off the table, but sadly the United States was not one of them, joining nations such as China, Pakistan, the Sudan, and axis of evil homeboys, Iran and Iraq, to continue executions. I know, ironic, isn't it? But anyway, one day we've got the repeal in New Jersey, the very next day we've got this amazing vote out of the United Nations on back-to-back days. Looks like we're going to have another night of this. In both cases, in New Jersey and at the United Nations, the events were led by two grassroots organizations which basically came together in church basements. Ordinary, committed people. Of course, shrewd lobbying skills and the moral high ground certainly didn't hurt their cause. New Jerseyans for Alternatives to the Death Penalty have fought for about a decade, first for the Death Penalty Study Commission in the Garden State, and then ultimately for this week's outright ban. As for the United Nations vote, that was an initiative that was led mainly by the Italian delegation, which had been pressed for ages by the community of Saint Egidio, a Roman Catholic lay organization who are committed to peace and social justice. Basically my kind of people. A hell of a 1-2 combination whose grassroots efforts made history and kept the Roman Colosseum ablaze for 2 consecutive nights. Spare a thought for Sister Helen Prejean, she of Dead Man Walking fame, who had some kind words for the efforts in New Jersey.
The model that you are doing here is going to be held up around this country and around the world. And I'm going to be a personal ambassador of it.
Naturally, as a Catholic boy, I really like the idea of the sisters coming down on my side, but I do realize there are a lot of people out there who don't share my views on the death penalty. Heck, even I used to think that for certain kinds of crimes, it might be appropriate to execute people. But now I maintain that for the serial murderer, rapist maniacs out there, we need to throw them in jail and throw away the key. And I'll give you 3 reasons why. Number 1, the death penalty does not deter crime. It just doesn't. Number 2, societies evolve and our standards do alongside. And finally, number 3, in addition to the possibility that irretrievable mistakes can be made, executing criminals simply does not restore the breach to society that was created by the original crime. If it did, this might be a different story. But it doesn't.